you spent your week in the countryside town in a school teaching kids English and so forth and
Yes.
coloring. How old were the kids?
They were second graders, so they were no more than 6 or 7. Yeah, 6 or 7.
Okay, and then you moved from there into another part of Paraguay?
Yes, second week we returned to Asuncion, and we worked in the Santa Ana community. But we didn't stay there. I stayed with another host family that week, but we stayed in San Jose, which is a more ritzy part of town. It's, people there are more affluent, they have more money. So we stayed with the students who went to the community college, which happened to be San Jose, the
Colegio San Jose.
Colegio San Jose, which was the school that had the parade the first day we were there.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was really amazing to see. And I stayed with another mother and daughter and her brother, Paloma, and I love my host sister Paloma because she was a little older than me, a year older, but we could relate on a lot of different levels. And she knew English, so it was easier to converse with her and to get to know her.
Mm-hmm.
And working in Santa Ana, that week I ended up painting a mural on another elementary school. And the elementary school was in the part of Santa Ana that is not part of the city of Asuncion. So on one side of the street there was a school. Then the other side of the street, directly across the street, was a shanty house and a bunch of shanty houses. Then if you walked down the street, there was a giant burning garbage heap. That blew my mind because I've never seen a school like that. So I painted a mural and it celebrated Paraguay's Bicentenario, which is its 200-year anniversary.
What was the thing you learned on your trip that after a couple of years you can look back on and say, that was really something important for me to learn?
Okay. So I think the biggest lesson I learned from that trip is that language honestly is not a barrier. Because when I went there, I was not fluent in Spanish. I was really nervous about going there and not being able to, express myself if I was having some kind of ache or pain or, I got sick or something. I wouldn't know how to communicate it. Mm-hmm. But, being with my host sisters and, just kind of talking with them, it wasn't a problem. If I didn't know how to say something in Spanish, I would, gesture, say it in English and gesture to it like, okay, this is what I mean. I think one day I taught my host sister how to make pancakes, and that was the craziest thing I've done because I did not know how to explain that process in Spanish. And it was completely fun trying to messing up the pancakes. And then they taught me different cultural things too, and I may not have understood them completely when they were explaining them to me, but again, they did the action and I was like, oh, okay, that's really interesting and that's cool. So yeah, I guess it's the major thing I learned.